What do you think of when you hear the word immunity? Most people immediately think of supplements. Vitamin C, zinc, elderberry. Those fancy herbal blends you see advertised everywhere. We've been taught to believe that we can just pop a pill to boost our immune system. But what if I told you that the single most powerful thing you can do for your immunity costs nothing and is far more effective than any supplement on the market? Today, we're going to uncover the truth. Groundbreaking research has shown something that might shock you. Just one single night of poor sleep can crush your immune defenses, reducing the activity of your natural killer cells by up to 70%. Let that sink in. 70%. That's a massive drop in your body's first line of defense against invaders. All from one bad night. This isn't a small dip. It's a catastrophic failure of your internal security system. In this video, I'm going to explain exactly how sleep biologically rebuilds and supercharges your immune system, and why no amount of vitamin C or zinc can ever replace it. By the end, you'll see your nightly rest not as a luxury, but as the most critical health practice you can adopt. Forget boosting your immunity with pills. We're going to talk about fundamentally strengthening it from the ground up. So, let's get into the science. Your immune system is incredibly complex, but for our purposes, we can think of it as having two major arms. First, you have your innate immunity. This is your body's rapid response team, the first responders. It includes cells like natural killer cells and macrophages. Their job is to identify and destroy threats immediately, without any prior training. They are the frontline soldiers. Then you have the second arm, adaptive immunity. This is your specialized, intelligent defense force. It's responsible for creating specific antibodies to fight off pathogens it has encountered before. And it builds your long-term immune memory. This is why you often don't get the same cold twice in a row. Your adaptive system remembers the enemy and knows exactly how to defeat it next time. Here's the crucial part. Both of these systems, the fast-acting innate response and the intelligent adaptive response, are profoundly regulated and fine-tuned while you sleep. Most people think sleep is just a passive state of rest, a time when your body and brain just switch off. This could not be further from the truth. Sleep is an incredibly active and organized biological state. Think of it as your body's nightly maintenance and coordination period, where your immune system is holding its most important strategic meetings. Let's look at what happens when this critical period is cut short. When your sleep consistently drops below 6 hours a night, a cascade of negative effects begins to unfold. First, as we mentioned, your natural killer cell activity plummets. These are the cells that hunt down and destroy infected or cancerous cells. So having them offline is a serious problem. Second, your levels of cortisol, the primary stress hormone, remain elevated. Cortisol is supposed to follow a natural rhythm, peaking in the morning to wake you up and dropping to its lowest point at night, to allow for rest and repair. When you're sleep deprived, cortisol stays high at night. This elevated nighttime cortisol acts as an immune suppressant. It essentially tells your immune cells to stand down, disrupting their communication and coordination. Third, the lack of sleep triggers an increase in inflammatory cytokines. These are signaling molecules that, in small amounts, help coordinate an immune response. But when they're chronically elevated due to poor sleep, they create a state of low-grade systemic inflammation throughout your body. This constant inflammation not only taxes your immune system, but is also a root cause of many chronic diseases. And finally, your adaptive immunity takes a hit. The antibody response to vaccines and infections becomes significantly weaker. Studies have shown that people who are sleep deprived produce far fewer antibodies after getting a flu shot, making the vaccine less effective. Your body's ability to build that long-term intelligent defense is severely compromised. It's like sending your special forces into battle without their training or equipment. So, how exactly does deep sleep orchestrate this immune symphony? A few key players are involved. The first is melatonin. We often think of melatonin as just the sleep hormone, but it's also a powerful immune signaling molecule and a potent antioxidant. During deep sleep, melatonin production surges, helping to coordinate immune cell activity and protect your cells from oxidative damage. Next is growth hormone. While you're in deep sleep, your body releases a significant amount of growth hormone, which is essential for repairing tissues and supporting the production of new immune cells. It's literally rebuilding your body's defenses. And as we discussed, deep sleep is when your cortisol rhythm is reset. By allowing cortisol to drop to its lowest levels, sleep creates the perfect anti-inflammatory environment for your immune system to do its repair and coordination work without interference. Timing is everything. This peak immune repair process happens within a specific biological window, typically between the hours of 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. This is when the release of melatonin and growth hormone is at its highest. If you consistently go to bed at 1 a.m. or 2 a.m., even if you manage to get 7 or 8 hours of sleep, you are missing a huge chunk of this critical repair window. You're essentially showing up late to the most important meeting of the night. It's not just about the quantity of sleep. The quality and the timing are just as important. Now, let's add another layer to this story: your gut. You may have heard the saying that all health begins in the gut, and that's especially true for immunity. An astonishing 70% of your immune system is located in or around your gut, in what's called the gut-associated lymphoid tissue, or GALT. Poor sleep has a devastating effect on your gut microbiome, the trillions of bacteria living in your digestive tract. A healthy, diverse microbiome is essential for training and regulating your immune system. Sleep deprivation disrupts this delicate ecosystem, allowing harmful bacteria to thrive and reducing the diversity of beneficial ones. But it gets worse. Lack of sleep also increases intestinal permeability, a condition often referred to as leaky gut. The lining of your intestines is supposed to be a strong barrier, allowing nutrients to pass through while keeping toxins and undigested food particles out. When you're sleep deprived, this barrier weakens and these unwanted substances can leak into your bloodstream. Your immune system sees these particles as foreign invaders and mounts an attack, leading to widespread systemic inflammation. So, sleep not only protects your immune cells directly, but it also protects the integrity of your gut barrier, which is central to your overall immune health. So, by now it should be crystal clear. If you genuinely want a stronger, more resilient immune system, you need to prioritize sleep. It's not optional. It's the foundation upon which everything else is built. So what can you do, starting tonight? Here are 6 actionable steps. First, aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep consistently, not just on weekends. Every single night. Consistency is key to establishing a healthy rhythm. Second, try to be in bed before 11 p.m. This helps you align with your body's natural circadian rhythm and maximize that crucial 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. immune repair window. Third, dim the lights at least 60 minutes before bed. Bright light, especially blue light from screens, tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime and suppresses melatonin production. Create a wind-down routine in a dimly lit environment. Fourth, avoid heavy meals late at night. Digesting a large meal is an active process that can raise your body temperature and interfere with your ability to fall and stay asleep. Give your digestive system a break. Fifth, actively calm your nervous system before bed. Simple techniques like slow, deep breathing, meditation, or light stretching can shift your body out of fight or flight mode and into rest and digest mode, preparing you for sleep. And sixth, optimize your sleep environment. Keep your bedroom as cool, dark, and quiet as possible. Think of it as a sanctuary for sleep. Now, what about supplements? Can they help? Yes, some can support the process. For example, a supplement like magnesium glycinate can help with relaxation and calm the nervous system, making it easier to fall asleep. But notice the key word: support. They support the process. They don't replace it. You absolutely cannot boost your immunity with a handful of pills while neglecting the foundational pillar of sleep. It's like trying to build a skyscraper on a foundation of sand. It will inevitably collapse. The proper order of operations is this. First, fix your sleep. Make it non-negotiable. Second, optimize your nutrition with whole, real foods. And only then, as a third step, should you consider targeted supplementation to fill in any remaining gaps. Sleep is the ultimate biological hack for immunity. It's free, it's powerful, and it's something you have direct control over every single night. If this video helped you understand immunity in a new light, please subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into your health. In our next video, we'll explore the gut-immune connection in even more detail. But remember, your sleep hygiene always comes first. Thanks for watching.